Is it working? Hi guys, I'm trying to do stuti speech. So my name is Arjun as well. So yeah, for those who don't know me, that is, so pretty much all of you. For those who do know me, so just Arjun and Ati, if you guys are there. I'm not wearing my glasses at the moment, so I can't actually see that far to Sydney. So let's just get started then. So I didn't actually prepare anything for today because I've known stuti for a long time, and I figured I shouldn't be speaking from here. I should be speaking from here. So here's what I prepared earlier. So I have a notepad. So I've known stuti since 2004, so since year 10. So it's safe to say I've known her longer than you guys there, but it's nothing to be proud of, I must also admit. So yeah, but I'm sure you know her quite well now, probably better than me maybe. She's grown in a lot of aspects. She probably has more friends now, intellectually, pretty much in every aspect except physically. Nothing's changed there. So I'm quite terrible at remembering things, so I don't really have any embarrassing stories. But I do remember this one time I was married to stuti. That's right, married to her. So this happened in year 11 or 12, and this was actually for religion as in religious education. So we had a tiny class, about 7 or 8 students, and our teacher, who was also a priest at the time, thought it would be a great idea if we experienced a Catholic wedding, as you do. And don't really know why, since none of us were Catholics. And he picked me and stuti, who were not even Christians, to get married. So this marriage happened in a church with the actual priest. It was quite bizarre. The whole experience was quite bizarre. I actually asked for dowry, so we had a guy on all fours throughout the whole ceremony pretending to be a goat. And me and stuti were required to write vows for each other. Now, stuti, I'm not sure if you remember the vows that we wrote that day, but I do have it with me. So, got it right here. As in, I have it with me since I knew I was going to be doing the video. Haven't actually been carrying it around for the last 6 years, because that's weird. So, yep, the vow that stuti wrote to me, it had to be along the lines of Christian values, so, but it didn't have to be very long. Anyway, roses are red, violets are bluish. If it wasn't for Jesus, we'd all be Jewish. So, impressive work at such a young age to write such poetic, just exuberance. Anyway, the point of that was you just can't beat private education. And for stuti to come from that type of scenario to excel right now is quite encouraging, inspiring. But I must say, me and stuti are quite proud of our education system. I would say it's the goodest in all of the world. And stuti was quite bright in school, though. Unlike me, I failed maths so many times I can't even count. When stuti moved to Sydney, it was quite distressing for all of us, mostly because we were left behind. But a group of my friends recently came to Sydney for the Lint Bunny competition. It was all over the news, so I'm sure you knew about it. And stuti was very kind to us at that time. She provided us with accommodation, and yeah, it was great, but in return she did expect us to listen to her horror stories, which I'm sure if you've heard were just, well, they were just really long stories with her just screaming stuff in the end, and usually not even making sense. But so I guess we were even by the end of that trip, but we wanted to return the favor to stuti, and that's why we made Binomial Activity, one of the greatest movies ever made. I'm sure you've all seen it by now. If you haven't seen it by now, then you're a tool. But what can you do? Just missing out, really. So check it out. Some of you are enjoying this at the moment, which is great. I can see it in your faces. Even though I taped this a week ago, I could see it. But I can see some of you are just looking at me thinking, is this shit funny in Perth? Well, to be honest, it's not really. And that's why I'm doing it in Sydney. So, if you don't get any of the jokes, just remember, it's not me, it's you. So, I wish I could have been there today. Unfortunately, I just didn't want to, but I wish I could. The theme, great theme, Harry Potter. So wands, and I haven't actually seen much of Harry Potter. I haven't actually seen the books even. So not exactly, I'm not exactly a huge fan, but this is. But anyway, on a more serious note, I want to say something which I've hid from everyone for all these years. Something Stuti told me a long time ago, but I promised her I will not tell anyone. The most important part of this speech. Stuti, it's Jubin, what are you doing? We're not filming anymore. Why are you dressed like that?
Hey, Bunny. You might want to have a look.
Right behind you!
Okay.
Happy birthday, Stuti.